Sault Ste. Marie home buyers and sellers. If you're planning on buying or selling a home in Sault Ste. Marie this year, let's take a look at the market analysis of January 2025. We'll compare it to last month, the average of 2024, and then last year's January results as well. We'll look at market insights, trends, data, average list price, sold price, days on the market, everything you need to know to make an informed decision on your next purchase. I'm Ben Warnock. I'm a real estate agent with Exit Realty True North here in Sault Ste. Marie. I study the market every single day in order to give you all the facts. No fluff, no hype, just all the information you need in order to make an informed decision. Today, I'll break down the latest market trends, explain what this means for buyers and sellers, and give my take on what's coming next in the Sault Ste. Marie market. So let's begin. So let's just jump right in. This is January 2025 market report for just Sault Ste. Marie with single residential homes. If you wanted to look for a report on say north of town, Gooley, Searchmount, Hayden, stuff like this, or east of town, St. Joseph Island, then just comment below. I'm more than happy to provide that for you. So let's just jump right in and take a look at the data. We have a number of bedrooms broken down on the left-hand side, total listed, numbers sold, average list price, average sold price, sale to price ratio, and then average days in the market. So 3-bedroom homes, the most popular, the most number of homes listed, and then everything else just kind of falls off quite a bit from there. Overall, the average list price was $376,000. Compared to, we'll take a look at December and then last year's January as well, with total number of homes of 88 listed. Of the average sold price was just a little bit low with a sale to price ratio of 98.84%. So very high demand still, almost 100% sale to price ratio, still very high, carrying off from last year. So expect to, if you are a buyer, expect to pay what the list price is. There are homes obviously are going under asking price, especially if it's listed over asking. But just if it is priced accordingly, and just expect to pay roughly that amount. The average days in the market has gone up to 41 days compared to last year's average of in the 30s, but that's okay. It's just because it's December, it's the winter time, and not a lot of people are buying, so the days do become longer. So if we're breaking it down by bedrooms, as you can see, it's almost it's a little bit more than $100,000 increase per bedroom. When we're looking at 0 to 1 to 2, there's not a lot of 1-bedroom homes. That's why it's quite low, and there's only 2 that were listed and sold. From 2 to 3, right, it's from 236,000 to 348,000. From 3 to 4, we're looking at 348,000 to 464,000, and then a giant increase from 5+ bedrooms. These 5+ bedrooms are more a lot bigger homes, luxury homes. There's not a lot of homes that are 5 bedrooms, and they're mostly custom built with a lot of nice features and more property and stuff like that. December 2024 to this January, overall, quite a big jump in number of homes listed from 53 to 88. Average list price has gone up a little bit over $20,000. Average sale price has gone up roughly $30,000. And then average days in the market has increased a little bit. January was a tough month for us for snow. Everyone was just shoveling snow. So not a lot of people are moving in January, but there are homes being listed, and they are being sold as well. So it is nice to see, especially if you are a home buyer, because you can get a better deal on a home now compared to March, April, May. And summertime when it's more demand and more competition within the market. Number of expired, we're looking at 47% in December 2024, and then it has gone down about roughly 4% to 43.18% in January. So taking a look at homes listed versus homes sold, looking at January 2024 to this January 2025, it has gone up about 10 homes on average for number of listed, and the number of sold has gone up around 4 to 5. So more homes have been on the market compared to last January, but the number of sold is roughly the same, which is kind of nice because it does leave a lot of inventory on the market right now. So if you are looking to buy a home, it is a good time to buy. percent of homes sold versus expired. If you look um, from January 2024 to this January, the percent of homes sold is uh, roughly the same, a little bit over 70% last January, and then around 67, 68% for this January as well. But take a look at the number of expired. A lot of the homes expired this January. So what we're seeing is a couple different things. This could be something very simple as just overpricing your home and no one wants to actually buy it. And that's probably one of the most popular reasons why the number of expireds have increased, or just the right buyer just isn't there. Like I said before, not a lot of people are looking for homes, and if this person or this family, right, waited, maybe they waited a little bit for the springtime jump in competition, they could sell their home pretty quickly. So make sure you price your home correctly. Listen to your real estate agent. They know what they're doing. And so you're not waiting that 3 month period, right, or whatever, how long your contract is. And then it's very stressful for you, right, especially if you're already trying to buy a new home. Taking a look at the average list price to sold price, a big jump from last January. When the average list price is around 327,000 compared to this January at around $378,000. That's a big increase. and and then take a look at the difference between the list price to sold price. It has gone down a little bit. Just look at the gap between the list to sold price in January 2025. It is a little bit bigger compared to last year's, but it's not that big. And then people are buying still, right? So demand is still high, even though the price has gone up. The average sold price in 2024 January was a little bit less than 325,000, and then January 2025 we're looking at $372,000. So homes are more expensive, and that's the bottom line. And just like everything else in this world right now is expensive, and then just expect to be, especially if you're in negotiations, it's a tug on both buyer and seller. You're gonna have to spend a little more money on the home that you really want. So sold to list price percent. It was a lot. It was a little bit higher last year in January compared to this year's. So last year it was around 99.2%, and then this year it's just a little bit under 99%. So the homes are staying on the market for a bit longer. That's why we see the average days in the market a little bit longer. So that is good news for buyers because you have a chance to negotiate the price down. And then the average, this month, the average negotiation of actually purchasing, if your price was lower than listing, was average around $20,000. So take a look at the list price, right? Talk to your real estate agent. How long has that home been on the market for? Has it been on the market for a month or more? That gives you a lot of buying power to negotiate that price down for you. Like the summary table, the third one, 3-bedroom homes, the most popular number of homes in the Sioux is pretty much guaranteed to be 3 bedrooms. But there are some families, right, who require more bedrooms, 4 or 5 plus, and that's why there's not a lot of inventory on the market. So if you are in the market for buying or selling, 3-bedroom homes, this is going to be the most competition for buyers. So for sellers, great news, right? Because looking at the list to price ratio, it was 100% for 3 bedrooms. And so you are going to get, or you have a higher shot of getting actually what you're listing for or higher. As you're going up from 2 to 3 to 4 or 5, the 3-bedroom ones, the average list to sold price is 100% is the same. So whatever listing price is, right, that's pretty much what you're guaranteed to be actually spending. As we go from 4 to 5, the price does go up quite a bit. And then demand goes down. That's why there is a little bit jump between the list price to sold price difference. All right, so let's break it down into neighborhoods. If we take a look at the average days in the market, East End just is the most demanding neighborhood that we do have in the Sioux. So the average days in the market is 20. And then if you're looking at the other neighborhoods within the Sioux, it's not too bad. We're looking at between 30 to 40 on average. But there are some neighborhoods that do take a while longer, and you just need to price your home accordingly. A 3-bedroom home is not the same in different neighborhoods. I wish it was, because it'd be awesome for buyers, right? But th there are neighborhoods that are more popular, and for as a seller, right, you just need to look at the data, see what the average home price is, and compare it to your home, and then price accordingly. So you're not waiting that 80 days, right, or 70 days on the market to sell your home, so you can move on to your next journey, right, in your real estate goals. All right, so list the sold price per neighborhood. If we're looking, most of them are relatively the same. So there's just like around 98%, but there are some a little bit higher. Like East End, they are very close to the list to sold price. And then Pea Patch, Hilltop in January was a bigger gap between the list price to sold price. And then if you look at the North End, and then for Cooley, uh, bigger drop, right? There's not a lot of demand for homes in Cooley just because it's outside the city, right? But there are beautiful homes out there, and if you love living in the outdoors, having a wood stove, right? All this kind of stuff, it is a great place to live, and then being on the north end of the Soo as well. All right, total number of homes sold. It just shows you the most popular neighborhoods of the number of homes sold. So East End had the most number of homes sold, then looking at Central and then West End, and then compared to Pea Patch Hilltop. This month, this graph kind of stays relatively the same for each month and on average. So if you are planning on purchasing a home in the East End or in the more popular neighborhoods, just be ready, right, to pull the trigger on purchasing the home that you want, because the average days in the market, right, was almost half of the other neighborhoods, and there are more homes being sold and listed in the more popular neighborhoods, but you're going to have to make that decision quicker than you think compared to the other neighborhoods in the Soo. So hope this data helps for your real estate journey. If you're buying or selling or relocating to Sault Ste. Marie, I help people just like you each day answering questions, right, finding homes, making sure you're on the right track on your real estate journey. So if you give me a call at 705-255-4227, I'll be glad to help you out, or contact me in any of the ways in the description below. So enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time.